it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners, and today we have a fun craft to do. So we're gonna make an adorable family picture frame. So it's pretty simple, cheap, and easy to make. What you're gonna need is, I found these little heart-shaped picture frames at the Dollar Tree. Now they did have other shapes, so you can choose whatever you want to. So we've got 2 of those that are $1 each. And then I have the family lettering. Now I purchased this at Target in their bullseye spot for $3, but I know that they have a lot of stuff like this too at Hobby Lobby. Some paint brushes, some chalk paint, and glue, and that's all you're gonna need. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we'll go over how to make this. As you can see, I have my first frame laid out. I'm gonna grab my black chalk paint. I just took and opened it up and took the little stick out of the back. There's no glass over this, so I'm just gonna leave it in there so I don't drip as much paint on my table. So I'm just gonna take the black chalk paint and do a quick coat over the outside around all 4 edges, as well as the whole front. So I'm just gonna take, and this is just a cheap Dollar Tree sponge brush, so whatever works best for you. And I like the chalk paint because it has a really good matte finish, and I'm making this for my mother-in-law, so she has a lot of the rustic kind of furniture, not really furniture, but you know, she has a lot of chalk painted pieces in her house, and she just painted a old wood bed that they had to be the black chalk paint. So it's like, yes, we'll make this as some decor for their bedroom. Now I won't be cutting out pictures today for it because, well, she got to decide on what she wants in there, you know what I mean? So I'm just giving this a quick coat, and even though you saw me go in with a different direction, I do try to keep the direction of my paint the same. Now I'm only going to paint one of the frames on camera because there's no point in spending the time to paint both. So just keep coating your paint. Okay. So that's what that looks like. Now you do want to make sure you hit your edges on the inside with your paint, because that will show if there's any wood showing on those edges. So you just take and kind of go in there with your brush and wiggle it around, making sure everything's covered. Okay, and then go back around the outside just to make sure there's no gathered up paint, because that's important. You want to make sure it all stays the same direction. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way, set this one also off to the side. Going to move the lighter paint under here. There we go. And then this is another chalk paint color. This is the chalky paint. The other one was in black. This is in the shade Keepsake, which is a deep teal, which is one of Mary's favorite colors. So again, I'm going to take another sponge brush, and we're going to want to go ahead and make sure we do paint the entire outside of the letters. So we're just going to keep painting all the way around. There we go. And then we'll give a nice good coat over the top of it as well. But you do want to make sure you coat your outside of your letters kind of first. So I'm going to continue to paint this off camera, and then what we'll do is when this is all dry, I'll show you how to put the next color on, because we are going to kind of give it a little bit more depth, and we'll come back and show you how to glue it together. As you can see, I have my family. It's all painted out. So I'm going to take the refreshing shade, which is just like a lighter mint color, and I need to shake it up because if you see how it's kind of not all together. So if you have issues with it like that, just take and shake it. So there we go. So now it's all nice and mixed. So I'm just going to take a teeny tiny little brush and just take that mint color and add just a couple of highlights. Nothing major, you know, just a couple of little things to kind of give it a tiny bit of definition. So see how cute that looks? And just adding that on there, even though it's not perfect, it really does kind of help add to that crafty feel, which is something I personally enjoy. So we're gonna set that to the side, not drop it in my water. Okay, so now we have both frames. There we go. So I'm gonna take, this is just my hot glue gun and it's warmed up. So I'm gonna take and run a thin bead of hot glue down the side. And then we're gonna press both of these together. And then I've got just those little hooks that I purchased at Harbor Freight. That kind of helps clamp things together. So that way it holds it into place. So I'm gonna let that dry for a bit and then we'll come back and glue the family on. Now our glue should be dry. So we're gonna just take and set our clips to the side. And now we're gonna look at our family and kind of see, we'll move this so you can see what it looks like. So I think about like that is how I want to do it. So what I'm gonna do is take my letters and flip them up and apply the glue to the base of my letters. Hopefully in all the places it will be touching. Okay. Now I'm gonna flip that back down and press it into place. So as you can see, that's what it looks like. Doesn't that look cute? I'm gonna take and grab my clips back, these, and we're gonna take those clips, okay, and we're gonna grab on the very edges. And then once this is all dry, I will show you the finished project. But doesn't it look cute so far? I love it. Look how cute the final project came out. Isn't that precious? I love everything about that. And then for $5 worth of materials, you know, and then plus a little bit of glue and paint. But, you know, if you're a crafter like me, those are things you always have on hand. So I don't typically add that to the price of a project. So for me, this cost me $5 to make. And if you bought this at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, it would probably be marked as 30 and then you could get it 40% off. So I mean, like, that is adorable. Don't forget, we do have the pre-sale on the Texas Strong tees. There are on our website. The pre-sale ends on March the 11th, so you got 10 more days. The shirts are $24.99 and that does include shipping, and it just helps our business. but you don't have to purchase from us to do these tutorials. And you could easily add like some vinyl down here or paint it using vinyl to stay established, like the EST, the date. So I love everything about this. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're still trying to play catch up from the storm, but yeah, I guess that's it. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.